What if every report you created not only looked professional, but also took half the time to prepare? Today, we're taking this a step further by creating and applying custom styles and templates to make your work not just consistent and quick to generate, but also uniquely yours. Think of this as Excel's version of Fashion Week, where we set trends with custom styles. Picture this, you're preparing a monthly financial report for your nonprofit organization. The board meeting is tomorrow and your current ledger looks like a digital jigsaw puzzle, a mishmash of fonts, colors, and formats that would make any designer cringe. You can almost hear the collective sigh of your colleagues as they struggle to decipher the data. But what if you could transform this hodgepodge into a sleek, professional masterpiece with just a few clicks? Imagine the nods of approval as you present a report that's not only accurate, but also visually stunning and instantly comprehensible. That's the power of custom styles and templates in Excel. By the end of this video, you will be able to design standardized headers and key elements across reports by applying custom cell styles in Excel. Create Excel templates to maintain consistent formatting and streamline the preparation of recurring financial reports. Automate the creation of custom styles and templates using Copilot.
What we need when writing frequent reports is a consistent style that can be applied across the board and a template that we can reuse every month. Let's start by creating a custom cell style for our headers. This will ensure that every time we create a new report, our headers have the same font, size, color, and borders. Select the header row and navigate to Cell Styles group in the Home tab. Go to New Cell Style, and here we can define our style. Let's name it Report Header. Then select Format. In the Font tab of the Format Cells dialog box, as the font style, we want to make the font size 14. Under Color, select White, and in the Fill tab, I'll choose dark blue for the background color. Once done, select OK, and OK again. And just like that, we've created a reusable style. And of course, Copilot can help streamline this process too. Let's create a summary report that can be shared with management and the board of directors on a quarterly basis. On a new sheet, let's create a heading in row 1 and call this report Budget versus Actual. Apply the custom cell style to keep the formatting consistent. We can add the period applicable to the report in row 2. Then we need headings for total income and total expenses in rows 4 and 5. Next, add column headings for the budget and actual figures in columns C and D. You can format these cells to your liking using the features of the font group in the Home tab or prompting Copilot. I like to keep it simple by bolding and underlining the column headings and using Center Align. Finally, we need to calculate the variances and the net surplus or deficit. We'll add some borders here for the totals. Let's make them bold and add in the formulas. We need to deduct the expenses from the income in the columns. Then we need to deduct the actuals from the budgeted figures in the rows. Next, we need to complete the information in our newly created report. To calculate the total, let's apply the SUMIF function. This calculates the sum of the budget values in column F, where the corresponding type is listed as income, which is in column D. Now we can do the same for the actual income. Then we can create the same formula for the budgeted expenses using equals SUMIF, highlighting column D if it matches expense, and then summing the values in column F. Because we've already set up the formulas to create the variances, you can see the totals are already populated. So for Q1, we are under budget and have an actual surplus of £27,820. Now that our ledger and summary report looks sharp and consistent, we can clear out the raw data and save the skeleton as a template to reuse in Q2 and the other quarters going forward, which will now take half the time as you don't need to set up the format of your report every single quarter. Templates are a fantastic way to maintain consistency across all your reports without having to reinvent the wheel each time. To do this, navigate to the Backstage by clicking on File, Save As, and then name the file Quarterly Report. Change the file type to Excel template, which is a .xltx extension. Once saved, you can reuse this template for your monthly financial reports. It'll open with all your custom styles and formats ready to go, like this. When you open the template, the first thing you need to do is save your new report as the normal .xlsx file format, and let's call this report Q2. Update the period and immediately you can begin to work on the next report. Just plug in the new data.
Today we looked at how to use Excel's custom cell styles and templates to enhance the productivity and professionalism of your financial reports. By standardizing the appearance of headers and key elements, you can ensure consistency across all your reports. Additionally, we demonstrated how to streamline the preparation of recurring financial reports by creating reusable templates. With the help of Excel Copilot, we showed how to automate these processes, making your workflow more efficient while maintaining a polished and consistent look. Your turn to get creative. Now that you've learned how to create custom styles and templates, try setting up a template for your next financial report. Open your Excel workbook and start experimenting with custom styles and templates. Save your styles, create your templates, and make your reports not just informative, but also eye-catching. Remember, consistency is key and practice makes perfect. Because if you don't use it, you lose it. Happy Excelling!